Good afternoon to one and all present here. This is Sirisha Reddy from Mechanical Department, CMR Technical Campus. So today I am here to host this session. I honorably welcome Sai Kiran sir to this session. He is presently working as mechanical design and manufacturing engineering at Intellicar Telematic PVT Ltd Solution. He is from batch 2012 to 16. He's considering from mechanical department. Sir, how are you, sir?
I'm good, Sirisha. How are you?
Yeah, sir, I'm fine. Glad to meet you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to talk to you also. And sorry for the 9 minutes delay. So I was just in some other work, so couldn't make it so fast. Sorry for that. Everyone is sorry for that. Yeah, carry on.
So firstly, we want to know about yourself, sir. Like about your schooling, about your +2 and everything.
Okay, as you already know, I've done my BTech in CMR. So before that, my schooling is done in St. Francis de Sales, Khammam. Probably everyone can notice this district, Khammam. So, and then +2 is also from there. It is in Narayana College. And I came up with a decent percentage. And then I elected the CMR as my graduation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So why did you choose CMR?
So it's not like why did you choose CMR? So I have some reference over there. So people inside CMR, there is some decent placements and extra curricular activities are very good in that. And coming to education, every possibility is inside that. So actually I have to go to IT campus, but I just came in by mistake, or probably it's a good thing that happened in my life, or I don't know. So I just chose mechanical in CMR, not CMRTC. I just want to study in CMR because I have reference. One of my cousins is studying already there.
Yes, sir. So why did you choose only in mechanical engineering? Why not other departments?
For this, I have a very good answer. I mean, so from childhood, I was very interested in doing mechanical component manufacturing things. So something like passionate about mechanical. So I just put, I think the fourth option that I would put in this after MSET for the colleges, the fourth option I put is CMS because I know it already in that way.
Yes, sir. So, who is your favorite faculty in CMR?
Favorite faculty, it comes like there is not only one person, there is some group. I'll just tell you some names. I mean, I know Mangesh sir is very good at letting you know from you, something like down to earth person. And Angamra sir, I just remember him every time when I go to some job because I just call him and ask him everything. And Shanmukam is my HOD, and Zarina ma'am, Sweta ma'am, who is very good teacher at designing. I mean, in design skills, I have learned a lot from her.
Yes.
So all these things are, I couldn't, judge, I couldn't say an option for that. I mean, there are few options, not only one good, there are so many good in that.
Have you ever been forced to do another departments? Like for girls, they are forced to take another departments except mechanical engineering.
Okay,
like that,
probably this is
do
a
you face any
question
such
for,
problems?
yeah, I mean, there is no gender difference in mechanical, but if people, I mean, if they want to face some few mechanical thing to do in, I mean, with the hands or something like that, mostly girls are like very simple and they wanted the work in, not like applying some magnitude of or something. But for me, it is okay. I'm passionate about it, so I just selected it.
Yes, sir. So, can you have tips for preparation for SEM exams?
SEM exam preparation, it depends on the subject, okay? So it depends on the subject and on your interest. See, if let's say there is an exam like ATD, Applied Thermodynamics. I think you already know it. So for that, you need to have a knowledge on heat transfer. I mean, how heat flows and things like that. For a SEM exam, you have to prepare from the textbook. See, let's say if you are preparing from an all-in-one. So all-in-one can serve you only the question, not the concept. Can serve, can mostly give you a good answer for your question, but not a good concept to follow. So what I prefer is just go through the textbook at least for 10 minutes. It is fine for your 30 minutes of answer. So just prepare from the textbook and apply your common sense and a simple logarithms in that. So I
Yes.
say just prepare yourself before the exams, not only just before the exam. It's like before a month, you just hit on the subject. I mean, what are the interested subject you have? So you just follow on that, your passion, and it matters a lot in that. So what I say
Yes.
is, simplify and you make a part of every subject and go through your interested topics in that, and just elect a topic, just go through it practically and theoretically. So I think before the exam date, you'll be ready with at least 50% of the subject in the exam. So the rest
Opinion.
is, yeah, the rest is presentation basically.
What's your opinion about JNTU correction?
JNTU correction. Mm, I
Uh,
couldn't judge their connection, but correction, but I can say my experience. So JNTU is all about how you present it and how much concept you have. So and the how much quantity you have, not only quality, quantity also. So mostly they are like, see, in a class of 60, if there are 60 papers that are to be corrected, it's okay. 60 can be corrected in an hour. But in a class of 60, uh, if there are so many other, I mean, there are so many other, let's say that the 60 count has been increased to 600. So what teachers will do is, if I have to correct 60 papers in an hour, okay, I'll go through everything. If I have to correct 600 papers in an hour, I'll go through according to my impression. So the impression that I get on that concept, I'll give the mark. So basically 80% of the correction is very good. And the only tip that I give is present it very good. Whatever you know, just present it very good. Don't go and just mess everything. Just present it very good in your own way.
so, have you ever thought of going to abroad for higher studies or job purpose?
Yes, but I have a passion to do something in India, so I just left that. I just got some offers from outside for doing MS, but I didn't prefer them because I just want to do something in India and make a product. Right now, I'm working in that actually, apart from the job.
Yes, sir. So, moving on to the next question, what's your long-term goal?
Long-term goal is become, I mean, it's my goal, right? I have to tell you. So it's like becoming a multi-millionaire businessman, something like a businessman, a successful businessman. That's it.
Yes. Opinion about GATE exams or competitive exams?
Yeah, if you have some time to study and make sure you get PhD, I mean, if you are passionate about doing PhD and getting know only one particular subject, you have to go and research in that. I mean, uh, I'm very clear in that. I'm conscious in that because I've already seen so many people in IIT Kanpur. I have some experience in IIT Kanpur also. So there, people mostly prefer GATE only because they have some goals, like one is a government job, or the second one is you have to get a higher package, and the third one is I want to research on a particular product or a particular stream. So regarding that, you just choose your thing. If you want some higher income, and if you want to be served in this society, if you want to serve very very higher level, then just go for GATE and just write it. If you have so much of time, if you don't have so much of time, just prefer the right thing, right decision in your placements or outside of campus. Just go through your passion, that's it.
Opinion about our college infrastructure?
uh, when I came, infrastructure is a decent one, and now I think they already made some auditoriums
Yeah,
and a very big
indoor
library.
stadium.
Yeah, sports club. uh, I know, I mean, I know very well about sports because I used to play cricket and table tennis inside that. Mostly I used to spend in that. So everyone here, I think, I mean, lecturers present, I mean, who joined the meeting, they already know that. So infrastructure is very good. I say it is a decent one for a guy who can success. I mean, who can come out of a graduation and take a good career. I don't say it is the star one or something like that, but it is a decent one for a guy to just come out of graduation in a very good way.
So how is the world outside the BTech for mechanical engineering? That is like off campus.
Off campus, so
For
it depends.
mechanical.
Yeah, it depends on your interest. So let's say, see, take an example of mine. Don't go to other thing. Just take an example of my thing. So I have done internship in some other company before going off campus. So that company has recruited me after 6 months of my graduation. So before in the timeline of 6 months, I've done like, so I'm very interested in designing and manufacturing. So in the same way, if people have their own passions, I mean, designing or manufacturing, mine is mechanical. It might be a software or a civil engineer, or let's say it is electrical or electronics. If you have some passion in your stream, if you have already followed that earlier in your campus, so just something like if you're interested in one topic, if it is happening around you, you'll just go and see what is happening there, right? And you'll just go through everything about it. So in that way, off campus is something you have to dare yourself in showing something. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You have to dare yourself in showing your skill off campus. In the campus, it's like it's already divided. Off campus, you might go to a computer science thing or things like that. But inside campus, you feel like going to a core job. Off campus, you feel like going to anything because that time the situations might be different, perspectives might be different, and you need to go. Or that time you're just forced to go somewhere, right? So in that way, before going to off campus, you just decide your passion. I mean, at fourth year of BTech, I think everyone will notice the thing like, so, oh, I'm good at this, or I have to focus on this. So in that way, if you're going to an off-campus drive, just see the job description. Just go through the company, okay, and just go through the success of the company. I mean, how much rating it has outside, and how you're going through. So for off-campus drives and all, you need to be very much prepared because a guy coming to your home and giving a product is different. You going and buying a product is different, right? So
Yes.
off-campus means when you have some skill, just show it up. Okay, don't be, I mean, don't shiver a lot. Just have to show the skill. That's it.
Okay, sir. In your opinion, what are the downfalls in mechanical engineering? Like drawbacks?
Drawbacks, I don't think so. There are so many, just a few. Something like uh, people might think a passion like, see, I want to design something. Okay, people come in mechanical. Mechanical is a very, I mean, it's a typical thing. I mean, typical or a sensitive thing to do. Basically, it's a product. If the product comes out, if it fails, that means market is gone. If it gets succeeded, that I mean, success means you have some market. So in that way, downfall is something like uh, going into a wrong design. I mean, just your approaches will be wrong initially because mechanical is a thing you can't prove at a screen. Computer science is a thing you can prove at a screen. Nowadays, 3D printing and all came, but before that, the downfall is your own idea in presenting on something. That is what I think in the downfall of mechanical thing. Because if you make a product, let's say a car which has electrical and let's say it has engine also, which we can switch both. I mean, if petrol or fuel goes up, then we have to switch into electrical. So in that way, if you are going to do that, it takes a lot of time, right? For a coding guy, it takes a very less time in coding. I mean, it has its own efforts, but the proof comes on screen. But here, proof comes in practical. That means live. So I think the only downfall in, I mean, so many products getting failed is the only downfall in mechanical.
So did you like anytime have you attended any internship programs when you are in B?
Hello, can you repeat that, please?
Did you attend any internship programs?
Oh yeah, yeah.
online or offline? Like,
Yeah. In final year, my project is an internship. Come, my project in college. Something like I've done an internship in a company, which is my project that is displayed in my fourth year project list. So that is an internship for me. That is a very good experience, and that gave me a very good life.
yes, sir. Sir, what is the difference between internship and workshops, sir?
Yeah, internship is something like you go and perform something, and in that practically you do something. Internship is something like you go and I mean, let's say an example like apple tree. You don't know, there is no apple tree in South. I think in South India. So
Yes.
in North India, it is there. Industrial trip is something like you going and seeing that apple. So internship is something like you growing a tree in North India. I mean, at that place, something like you are just building your skill, not just noticing your skill. In this workshop is something like you're just noticing yourself, the skill. If you attend a CAD CAM workshop.
Yes, sir.
Is it audible? Hello.
Yeah, it is audible, sir.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Sir, it is audible.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Sir, it is audible, sir.
Voice is not clear.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir, it is audible. Is it audible, sir?
Hello.
Sir, am I audible to you? Hello?
Hello.
Am I audible to you, sir?
Sorry, there is some connection error. I'm not. You're not audible to me. Hello.
Check your audio, Sai.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can I just leave and come back?
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Message.
Hello.
Sir?
Yeah. It's audible now. Sorry, I got a call in between. Sorry for that. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Sai. Are you able to hear the voice?
Yeah, right now I'm okay. Hello.
Sirisha, you can unmute your voice and speak.
Just unmute. I think you didn't unmute it. Again, it is the same thing that is coming on my screen. Yeah, now you're okay.
Am I audible to you, sir?
Yeah. Don't call me sir, just call me Mr. Sai Kiran. It is enough.
Sir, I can't hear your voice.
Hello, now? Now?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, did you attend any industrial visit?
Yeah, before that, sorry guys, I just got a call in between. I didn't answer that, but I have to just get back to you. And there is some lot of connection errors inside. Sorry for that. Yeah, just carry on, Mr. Srishan.
Did you ever attend industrial visits, sir, when you are in BTech?
No, I didn't attend anything, any industrial visit, something like that, because at that time it was something like VNR College. You know, everyone can notice that. I mean, everyone knows VNR College, right? So that time, what happened is they went for an industrial visit, and there is a crash of mountain in Himachal Pradesh. So it happened to be like that. It's not an industrial visit practically. It's not a typical one, but they went for a tour, something like that. For that, at that time, it was being stopped. So we didn't attend any industrial visit. But I have a very decent experience in industry. I mean, something like not a college sending me. I just went through, I mean, I have gone through this, this Shobha complex near Balanagar, where every manufacturing component is being manufactured. So I went there. It's a very decent experience for me. All the after design, what happens is I came to know.
Yes, sir. Sir, why did you choose Intellica Telematic PVT Ltd? Why not the other company?
Okay. So for that, I have I have an answer for that. So, okay. Before, after my BTech, I told you, right? After my internship, after 6 months, my internship company that I have worked on has recruited me. So that CEO, I mean, it's a startup. It is based on drones, helicopter drones and quadcopters, and something like just you know 700 mm, 700 mm. So that length drones we used to design. So in that company, what happened is because of a drone policy, the company has to shut down. So after that, I don't have any option. I mean, I have some options, but financially, I'm very weak on that. So that company CEO is a very good friend of this director of the second company. So he just referred me based on the requirement, not just referring like helping me. They just need a mechanical engineer who can design and manufacture things. So they they want it very badly at that time. So I just switched to Hyderabad, Bangalore from Hyderabad. So that's how I elected. And after seeing their it is also another startup. So these guys are also a bootstrapped company. Bootstrapped in the sense they are working on their own profits after the investment comes back. Something like if you invest 10 rupees, you will get some 30 rupees, and the 10 rupees is back, and you are just working with the 20 rupees by just putting in that 20 rupees, and they are now profitable. They are in a profitable business. So I just elected it by seeing their track record, and CEO, CTO, director, everyone are very good. I mean, they're highly professional guys. They are from IIC Bangalore. So I just selected the company for that.
Yes. Sir, most of the now upcoming generations, most of them prefer startups than compared to MNCs. Why startups? Why don't they prefer MNCs?
Yeah, MNC is something like a something like daily one task for a while. Something like you will get a task every day, and the same task is repeated every day for a while. Something like 4 months. See, if you have to update an Excel sheet, why don't you just study that Excel sheet tool? I don't say MNC is wrong, but to enter into a company in the starting is, I don't pick that option. Example is me. I don't just push on everyone. Example is me. I don't want to just prefer a work for a long time, same work. I want to prefer a challenge. I want to get a role wherein I can invent something. I mean, I get a lot of knowledge from my seniors or my managers. Managers are mostly startups are by higher professionals wherein they come from IIT or IIM or IIC or something like CBIT or there are so many colleges, CMR. Even I'm going to start something. I'm going to start something. I'm from CMR. I can proudly tell that. But it's mostly like you have an experience from an experienced person. It's a very great thing. Who is experienced in so many aspects. I mean, there is a very diverse knowledge when you go to a startup. When you go to an MNC, it is already a process that is already being done by someone. Something like it is already processed. That means okay, inventory has to be inventory, or procurement has to be procurement, and sales has to be sales. These all things. If you go into a startup, it will be a very small team. I'm into a startup wherein before it was a 9-member startup. It is Rotavia Labs Private Limited in Hyderabad. Okay, 9-member startup. That means I'm a associate mechanical engineer in that. So I have learned how to make sales, how to make marketing, how come you showcase your product.
Yes.
I went for some expos also just to place my product and sell it. Sell it in the sense I just have to tell some technical details about it and just explain how it works. This is not my job in MNC if I go to MNC. It will be just a job of sales guy or a marketing guy. So you have to experience everything in the beginning, not in the ending. I prefer startup because I want to experience everything. I mean, at the end, it might be a simple and same process for me to work. But in the beginning, I have to get a diverse knowledge in all the aspects of a product. That means modeling, designing, manufacturing. Let's say if you come to MBA, marketing, business, sales strategies, business strategies, how come you just go and showcase your product and tell that it is good? There are so many aspects in startups, but in MNC, I have only very less to speak, right? So on comparing all these options, if one guy prefers a startup who has very passion, I mean, he is very passionate about his, let's say, his stream, or it might be another stream. But if you are passionate about something, that means you have some skill to showcase, right? So that means you have to elect a startup. If you have only one skill, let's say you are just good at C language, or let's say CATIA, coming to mechanical, it's a CATIA or SolidWorks, any one tool, and you don't want to go and push yourself into some big gutter like all the things I want or something like that. You just want to just start your career with one tool. That means MNC is a good option because you don't have any interest in building your business career. Okay, you just want to build your professional career on one tool and just stay settled for a long time. You just don't want any struggle in just mixing up so many diverse things. You just want a struggle in mixing only one tool and going in. So it's always your option while electing. I just elected at a startup because I'm very passionate in doing all these aspects. So I just want to learn everything. In that way, startup is a good option for every young entrepreneur.
So moving on to the next experience, sir, could you please share your working experience?
Working experience in the sense, so in that internship, I learned a lot in designing and just checking out a product. See, if you're going to Taj Mahal, if you're going to Taj Mahal, you go there and see it, and you'll just be shocked, and you'll just go through infrastructure and how it is built, and it is one day for you. But in that internship, it is just 6 months for me. But after internship, I want to experience and see. I want to feel that Taj Mahal, like every day I have to be there and just know inch by inch of that Taj Mahal and just go through it. I want to build another Taj Mahal, something like that. So in that way, that time I worked on a helicopter design in internship. I just want to manufacture that helicopter life. So I elected that. And from that day, I just took on my efforts in just learning designing and manufacturing. So for that, whatever the possible thing that I need, I've done it. So I mean, that time my passion came in and rolled into rolled into the company and gave me so many skills, and I pursued that in that company. So mainly my experience is designing something. So let's say they'll give a segment to you. Segment in the sense, let's say you have to use a dustbin as some water cap or something. So how you just design it? So in that way, they gave me so many statements for that. In that way, I came up with some few options wherein I'm not that 100% clear in that, but 90% have worked after. I mean, I showed them. In that way, my job experience is I've done designing of drone, helicopter drone, and then I made some few of the parts of helicopter drone, and it got a very good response from IT Kanpur. So I went there. I stayed for 4 months. So they still still now they are calling me to manufacture that thing, but I couldn't have some time to do that. And they are also okay because there is a big pandemic right now. So in the future, probably I might go there again and do something for that. And after that, I've designed a servo actuator. I mean, the inner gears of servo actuator. Let's say a gearbox, which has a gear ratio of 1 is to 333 around it. So that gearbox I've designed and manufactured. And if I have to say, I mean, it's okay to say the sizes. Size is around 9 mm. The gear is around 9 mm. That means this much. Okay. So it's a very good experience for me to do that gearbox manufacturing. And I've done a production of that actuator in my first company. And yeah, these are the few products of that company. And I have done some projects, brochure design, and a few sales and marketing skills in that sales. And in the second company, I've designed automatic handle lock for Honda Activa. That means if you, yeah, IoT, I think Internet of Things, probably you people might listen these days. So IoT is a very good thing. I mean, in the future, there is a lot of scope for IoT. In the further IoT, I've designed automatic handle locking system for Honda Activa, that is for OGO rental vehicles. So, and that is a very good experience for me because they have just stated a statement, and for that I came up with a design, and then it went into 3 iterations, and after the 3rd iteration, I manufactured a thing that didn't work for a long time, and then the 2nd iteration, and that is a very not a very feasible design for a long time. It might be sometime like 1 year, but it will not be working for 3 years. So in that way, you have to consider time of product, working of a product. And then I came up with a last design wherein it functioned seamless. That means it can stay till still 3 years. You have to do some service in between, because if you take a bike, you have to do service. In the same way, for a mechanism, you have to do a service, some applying some grease or changing few parts. So that is a very good experience of my second job. And in that only, I've designed a few display plates and display plates and the battery locking system for electric vehicles and electric vehicle chassis design. So these are all the things that I'm right now doing. This is a very good experience of mine.
Sir, what is the main motto of Intellica Telematic PVT Ltd, sir?
It's like believe in data, driven by data. So IoT, basically IoT. IoT just takes a lot of data inside to the server, and that data defines the life of product, or that data defines how many times you have done that, and that records every moment of action. So they're already in that, and they went so much far.
Sir, how to crack an interview?
How to crack an interview? It depends on the person. It depends on the person in the sense. So let's say, and I can differentiate it in so many things. Let's say if you're a computer science engineer, you're going for a post of application engineer. Let's say Android. So to crack an Android application engineer post, you need to have a skill of Android at least 30% or 50%. Rest 50% will be taken care of after your entry inside the company. So to crack an interview, there are I mean, I couldn't tell it very broad way, but I'll just put it in a simple and short way, saying that you need to have a skill of the job described over there. Then only you can crack it first. If you don't have any skill and you have 0% knowledge in that, I don't think you can crack. If you have 30% of the skill, showcase 30% in how much time you have learned that 30%. And if at all you have done some mistakes in the background, just tell them, this is my mistake that I have done. But after that, I just came out of it in this much of time. And in a short span of time, I just learned this 30% of your job described over there tool. So if they are interested in that, I mean, the manager has to be good in taking you, and his mood has to be very good. Probably every manager is a good guy, I know, but they might feel not interested while you're saying that 30% in a long time. You just display and market yourself in the sense, display that if you have learned that tool in 1 year, but tell them it is, I mean, I learned it in 6 months. If you can give me an opportunity, the rest 50% can be filled in 3 months, and just give me one chance in doing that. Just I'll prove myself in 3 months. I'm just giving an example. So to get recruited, it's all in your hands in marketing yourself. And you need both your market, I mean, how you display yourself inside. If you take a good, let's say a bottle, if you want to sell to a person, you just go there and say that 20 rupees bottle, will you take it or not? No, you shouldn't say like that. So right now, how are you? Good or not? Okay. If you're good, what are you doing? If, so I'm good. So because it's a very summertime, or just use the surround same way. You just look at the company where you're going and how much they have succeeded. I mean, how many products they have. Just refer your market to their product and just tell them, I'm good at this and I can prove myself in just this much of time. If you can give me an opportunity for that, because I have already interviewed a few people. I couldn't display the number. In that, I just get noticed something like people are very poor at marketing themselves. Probably I might be one person in that before before my first job. I mean, in the time of that 6 months that I got, that I didn't get any job. So at that time, I learned how to market myself, how to display myself. I mean, seeing my resume, what he gets to know, what are the skills that he need in my resume. So these are all the aspects that cover. There is a lot of things, but in a short and simple thing, these are all things: your skill, your market. That's it.
So basically, this is my personal question. Actually, in every interview, they ask about ourselves. First, they'll tell us to introduce ourselves. So while after the completion of that, they definitely ask in many interviews that what are your strengths and weaknesses. So is it correct to explore our strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah, it is very good thing. I mean, a very good point from your side also. Strength is somewhere you stand at a place. Weakness is a point wherein it grabs you down. Okay, that means you have to get strength on strength. While you're just opening up your strengths, just be careful and show that if you already have some strength, just place it 200%. In 200% of the approach that you're giving to him. Your weakness, just don't display it fully. Just tell him like, okay, I have a weakness in something like, I'll just tell you an example. If I am an interviewer, if you're answering you're an interviewer, if I am answering a question, that question, my strength is somewhere like, if I stick to a particular statement or a challenge, I'll sit for a long time and I work for it. I just make it, I just make it possible in the timeline that you give, or I just make it possible very fast. My weakness is, I'm just mishandling. I mean, I couldn't spend a lot of time for my family, and I'm giving a lot of time for my job. Probably that is a that is a weakness for me in just displaying myself in the company every minute. So weakness should be a positive point from the interviewer side. From your side, it might be, I mean, you might be bluffing or something like that, but weakness should be displaced. I mean, it should be placed in a very good diplomatic way. That is what I think. I think you got the answer, or do I need to explain more?
So what are the most similar questions that you faced in interviews?
Similar question is, so similar question is, from my experience, it's like how much package can you join? From my experience, I mean, how much are you expecting? This is a similar question for me. I mean, most of the interviews that I have attended, I have gone far in their interviews. And the second thing is, introduce yourself. It's a similar question. And the third thing is, in which, in which stream are you skilled? Is the third one. These are the most similar questions that I handle. I mean, I got.
So for example, I got a placement in on campus with two opportunities with same salary to 20,000.
Okay.
Should I think that this job is my first step for success, or should I quit the job and should I go on to the other interviews as it is offering less salary?
Okay, very good question. But the question has to be a little more clear on explaining the job description of the two companies that you're attending for. I mean, that you got for. I mean, if you have interest on, I mean, diverse ways, it might be different. If that job description is of the same for the two companies, and if you want to elect something, just go through the company's profile and see whether how far they are till now, when they are established, and how many branches they have. Are they overseas or inside national? Or and who are all the managers over there? Who are all the higher team over there? Who is the CEO? Who is the CTO? I mean, if you're just thinking in a broad way, I mean, you are saying like success in first job, and sorry, you're wrong. There is no success in the first job. There is no success in the job. Success is about career. I mean, if you feel the job is very good for you and you are for a long time in that job and you feel very good in that, that means your success has finished. For me, it's in another way. For me, it is like I have to become a multi-million businessman. So if I go there, I define it as a success, right? So for an intermediate candidate, for him, short-term success is something like getting 950 marks or 95% or 96% in the academics. So success is not defined, but it's always the happiness that you carry forward in doing your work. So I say your first job will be your satisfaction, not success. Probably it might succeed after some time, but it's always your effort in picking the right option.
Sir, in your opinion, is this lockdown an advantage or disadvantage for our mechanical department, like for upcoming students?
See, for every department, it is a disadvantage. I mostly prefer that because mostly 100% of the things are going mishandled. I mean, it's not in our control at this time. I feel so like the planning is just delayed for a long time. Whatever the planned things, sources or revenue or whatever the government has planned or whatever we have planned, what are the products that are coming in India or going out of India, this is a long delay for us in this century, I think. So for that, for our mechanical department, in the sense, before the lockdown itself, for our mechanical department, the automobile is very low. I mean, the market has come down that we have ever been. Ever since it is like it came down very down. So in that way, automobile sector has just pulled its own shoulders down. After lockdown, what happened is there is not even a single sale that happened in Maruti Suzuki. So that means mechanical department, I say it's a very big disadvantage. But for students, but for students, there is a huge knowledge gain in getting the information of a manufacturing industry. In my BTech and in my graduation, there is no news saying that uh, this industry is down, this industry is down, and this is how it is happening. This is how things are going very well at my time. So I couldn't get any message saying that this has become weak or this has become strong or this is somewhere here, this is somewhere here. But there is a few, there are some few news saying that, okay, this is very good. Right now, Volkswagen is coming with this design or Apache is this is how it is designed or something like that. But right now, automobile is very low and people are noticing that manufacturing industry is getting down. So for mechanical engineer, if you are a student, you can go through every topic and get that knowledge. We don't know whatever happens in the future, but get ready with your equipment and be equipped in serving your mechanical industry. So for a job, I mean, for a guy who is doing something in job. So let's say for me, it's a very big drastic downfall in the mechanical industry because right now there is no commercial vehicle that is moving on the road. Only Ola, Uber are going, but they are also very less. For that, we need to, I mean, we need to analyze everything, right? Not only Ola, Uber, or something like that. Every rental vehicle or every vehicle that is being consumed by the consumer. Let's say a customer have to buy a car. He is thinking a lot right now. Before it used to be very similar in buying something. Very simple. Like he goes over there and buy something. That means every mechanical guy is getting some money from that car. That means even a 10 price or something. So for a student, it is a very good thing in getting information. For a job guy, it is a very disadvantage. But if you think, I mean, everyone can do anything, everything is possible. So in that way, for a student, it is a very good time to explore a lot of things.
Yes. So as a part of curriculum at this time, actually we should have some internship programs for everyone in every department. So due to this lockdown situations, we are handling these internships through online. So what's your opinion in this? Is it in a good way or a bad way? I mean, like in mechanical engineering, it should be like everything realistic, not like CSE. We can't understand through computer in virtuals.
Yeah.
So a mechanical means we should definitely see it in an original way, and we have to feel it by touching or something by doing these internships.
Yeah. The feel
We
of
are
a
not
product is a
CSE,
mechanical
right?
thing. No. Yeah. The feel of a product is mechanical. That I generally obey. Sorry. So your question is, at this time, are internships possible to do? Is your question, right? So I say like you are surrounded with so many mechanical components on so many mechanical products. Let's say your phone. There are so many metal things inside and a chip, PCB, and it also comes in under the mechanical thing because manufacturing a PCB is also a mechanical component that is working over there to produce a PCB. That means the machine that delivering a PCB is a mechanical thing. You can just go through the PCB. It takes at least a week to understand how PCB works. These in this social, I mean, this social world where social media is very famous, you have YouTube. If you get any question, there is a very quick answer from YouTube. Right? This is a very good stage wherein a student can learn so many things. Let's say you just take a bottle just beside you or somewhere. You just see how it is molded. It is injection molding, right? In that way, you just go one step forward and just explore how injection molding works. This is also an internship. You can't say that I didn't go to any company or I didn't go to college or I didn't go for any excursion to see my internship or to do my internship. If you take a bottle, just raise a question saying that how it is manufactured. I'm talking about mechanical guy. Okay, just go through all the injection molding things, and then you have to get a question saying that how did this molding happens? I mean, how did this molding happened in the past and how far it came, how many levels we have passed in molding. Before it used to be a normal finished thing. Right now it is a super finished thing, and it will be a very fast, I mean, super finished thing in the future also. This just one question is enough for your 10 days of internship, right? And let's say take your specs, let's say spectacles, how they are manufactured. What is the material of that? Is that nylon or composite fiber or reinforced plastic or polypropylene, or these are all the materials while coming to metallurgy. Sorry. So in that way, internship is something wherein you force yourself and go and explore all the options and just stick to one thing and just learn in deep. So in that way, I think at this time, a mechanical guy also can perform so many internships. Let's say just take one and just elect it, just learn something. And this lockdown will be a very good phase for you in learning something or getting interest. Because at this time, you're just bound tight to do only one thing. That is eating, sleeping, and staying on a one seat. Right? While you stay on one seat, just take some laptop or your phone or YouTube, whatever the means you have, just go through the information that you want. I think this is a very good internship program at this time.
Sir, our FDP certificates, still webinar certificates, there are still many more certificates based on internship, workshops, all these webinars. Are they useful in the future, sir, for us?
Yeah, I say it is useful in displaying your skill. Okay, and in displaying just your skill on a paper. Certificate is something like you are certified apart from your BTech, saying that you just learned this tool. Certificate just shows it. And in the BTech, in your graduation, there are so many subjects that came in, and that graduation certificate shows them that you have those all skills. And what is this extra certificate that is coming over? Why do we want it? If you want it, you just display it. I mean, if you have it, if you get any certificate, you just display it. I have done my internship certificate. Okay, I got that certificate. And I mean, for God's sake, I didn't ever show that certificate anywhere, because I just joined the same company. If I go to another company, I have to show it basically. But after showing it, they will ask for, they will ask questions in that skill that you got certified, right? You have to answer all those questions. Let's say you don't have any certificate and you say, my strength is this subject. My strength is injection molding, or my strength is CAD CAM. My strength is in manufacturing something, or my strength is CATIA modeling. If you say a word of it, they'll definitely go through inside of it and let them know like how far you went into that, right? Certificate is a matter of 10% in getting the job, or they believe in. The rest 90% is your showcasing of skill. Yeah, that's it.
Basically, there are many software languages. So, are they useful for mechanical department?
Software language in the sense, which language? I say CATIA is a software language. I mean, okay, you're saying C, Java, Python. Okay. For mechanical, I say they are very useful when you're going and doing some research. Or if not also, if you want to perform any simulation, let's say SolidWorks simulation of heat transfer. Let's say there is a PCB box. Okay. If you want, I can show you. Is that fine?
Sir?
Is that fine? Can I show you a box?
Yes.
Probably everyone has gone through this, I guess. Vernier caliper.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Right now, is it audible?
Sir, hello?
Is it audible right now?
It is
Hello?
in low, sir.
Right now? Is that okay?
Yeah, sir. It's better now.
For everyone, is that audible? Okay. So
Yes, audible.
yeah. So this is a box. You can see right now. I mean, I'll just take it out.
Yes.
These are the two pieces. Okay. So this is a 3D printed product. If you want, I have some few steps in showing this box. You can just put it in like this. Okay. So for this box, there is a PCB inside. Okay, PCB inside. That means there is a heat generation object or a heat generation chip inside. So to reduce that heat, I mean, it might generate a higher heat like for 50 watt or something like that. You have to reduce it every 1 minute. That means you need a code language when you're putting some parameters. Okay, if you go and elect a C language, if you're just going and putting the same value every time, just stop it and put that value in a code, run that code in the simulation. Then the code performs every time when you want to put a parameter. You just don't need to put a formulated parameter. You just put all the parameters inside one thing and just have to enter one number or one number so that all the thing will be get calculated inside the code and the result will come inside this and that heat will be showed on the screen. So in that way, coding is a very helpful thing for mechanical. If you don't have some coding also, it might be there is some other guy. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So coding is also a very good thing. If you don't have some coding also, you can just do it for outsourcing. But if you have some coding, you just don't need to wait for anyone. You just simulate yourself from this product, right? And you'll just get the answer and just redesign it for accordingly for the same heat. So in that way, coding helps a lot. In the second way, who all the mechanical engineers that have designed a CNC machine? I mean, what all the engineers that CNC machine is designed by a mechanical engineer. I say. Mostly there might be some other diverse groups also. Am I audible, Shirisha?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yeah.
Your voice
So-
is little bit low, sir.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So, inside a CNC machine, there is a lot of code running, right?
Yes, sir.
That coding is being done by a mechanical guy. I'm very sure about it because to code a mechanical object to work, like x-axis this much and the y-axis this much, and again that has to repeat it. And depending on your G code and M code, whatever it is, 90 degrees or 60 degrees, wherever it is going, if you just enter the number, it will just calculate inside and just go through the machine and just machine the workpiece, right? For that, you need coding. So the experts in mechanical do that basically. In the same way, expert in the sense, you knowing so many skills like software, let's say C language, Python, things like that.
Hello.
Yeah, Sirisha.
Yes, sir. I'm audible to you.
Yeah, audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now you will get my voice very clear, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So for that, you need a very good expert in software and mechanical aspect, so that he can design according to the mechanical components direction, or let's say magnitude that it is applying. Okay. So I say coding for a mechanical guy is not very important, but if you get any code language, it's a very good thing for the future or for your future. If you can learn a code language, just learn it, because it has a very good fruitful life or a career for you in mechanical industry also.
Yes, sir. Sir, over to the participants. So if anyone have any doubts, you can please ask to sir.
I think so many lecturers are here whom I know.
Hello, Saikiran Mangesh sir.
Where are you, sir? I couldn't see you. Sorry. Wait a minute. I'm coming over there. I'm coming over there. Wait a minute. Where is you? Oh, sir, can you please come to the, yeah. Hi. How
How
are
are
you,
you?
sir?
Fine, fine.
Very, very glad to see you. Very glad to see you after
Uh,
so many years.
I'm also very glad to see what you can say that you are giving the answers of your questions and the way you are giving answers and how you are presenting yourself. It's very miraculous for me actually.
Aiyo, it's not a
Sai
miracle.
Kiran is
Actually,
giving such kind of answer.
the
Mhm.
skill that I learned
No, no.
all from you only, and extra 30% is from my personal experience.
No, it was very good means very good answers you gave. Each and every point you pinched as the coding is essential for the student because most of our mechanical
Yes,
students they think that coding is
yes,
not
yes.
useful.
They just stick
But
to one stage.
it is just
Uh,
like a cream over the cake.
yeah,
Like
that
that
is
it is
why I
useful.
showed an example in just show. I have to show everything in practical how it
Yes.
happens. Just don't tell a
Yes.
theory word saying that it is important. I just have to show it practically. Then only the that will be a very good strong point to get in control.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you suggest the student that how the role of a means teacher's role is important for building your career because whatever the suggestions what if you are giving that they think it's in vain, the students are
Yeah,
thinking
yeah, yeah.
it's in vain, but actually it is not like that. It is whatever the suggestions we give it is for all the for themselves only for their betterment, but their mentality is in
Yeah, yeah.
different manner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
teachers are also important. I don't say it is also important, they are important, because without them there is no learning. At least you have 10% of learning in your college. That 10% is from the teacher. I say I learned 70% from the college. That is from all you people. Where I came out, I might be I might be not listening to yours, but after this graduation I listened that word after 4 years. That means I just remembered it for a long time, and then I realized that okay, that is the best way to explore yourself, or that is the best way to just put your talent or skill over there. That time I used to listen everything, but I didn't ever place it practically. That time in the graduation, mostly every student is like that, because that time it's a very young stage.
It's
Yeah,
okay. See, what your interest was way in a different field. Means your project you are having a goal. I do remember you are having a specific goal at that time, and you focused on that one, and you
yes,
succeeded in that one. So that is very good thing. The same thing we are telling to the student that you just grab the knowledge for all the fields, and you
yeah.
focus on your goal. That is the
Yeah,
important.
actually, I say in some examples, saying that okay, if you have a tray of tomatoes kept over there, you just don't need to pick from every tree in a farm.
Yes.
That means a tray of tomatoes, in the sense, hello, are you listening, sir?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
a
Yes.
tray of tomatoes is a teacher. You going and picking in
Yes.
the farm is off campus. Why can't you just grab that tomatoes when you are inside the campus? Is what I say. I made a mistake in that, in just in not grabbing it over there, and just came out. And from the same teacher, I learned so many things, because after coming out of the college, I called Ankamra sir and you also and Sweta ma'am are asking about how it goes and how is these things, and Jarina ma'am I used to call every time. I mean, something like how the concept works. After
Yeah.
six
Yeah.
months of calling that, that is a very big knowledge that I gained after coming out of the campus. So I say, inside the campus, if teachers are available with you, why can't you just go through for a 10 minutes talk? Just leave rest 15 minutes. Just 10 minutes talk. If you go through, that means a lot for them in listening. I mean, in just telling you, and for you in listening to them, is what I say there.
Now the mentoring concept is implemented. So every 20 student, one faculty is allotted. So
Okay.
they are having open platform nowadays.
Oh, I think it came to a fast forwarded culture wherein every teacher is focused on few students. Now it is a
Yeah.
very good time actually in just in communicating with each other. I mean, teacher and student communication will be more. And I think that idea where they came up with is a very good mind behind that, I guess.
Yeah. The ideas came from the director sir and HOD sir. They
Oh,
implemented this one.
very glad to listen that. That sounds very great. Yeah. So in this way, I mean, teachers and student communication goes well, and they might be listening from the student after after they get graduated also, I guess.
Yes. Few questions are there, Sai Kiran, in chat box. Just you look at that one.
Uh,
In chat box, it is there.
Wait a minute. Hmm,
Uh,
few questions. I'm not getting any chat right now here.
what is the present situation of getting internships in industry in
Yeah,
present
yeah. I
situation
got it.
and
I got it. I got it.
yes.
Very good interaction session. It's audible. Thank you very much. Excellent and
Next
very
to
good.
that,
Bro, can you explain what is the present situation of getting an internship in industry in present situation and managing academics? Present situation, I'm helpless actually to answer this question. But internship, why you're thinking internship is only in the industry? I just already answered your question in the video. I mean, previous meeting, previous minutes. Why are you thinking that industry only can serve you an internship? Why can't an industry be your phone, or why can't industry be your YouTube? If you want an industry, just right now, just take precautions and just visit a nearby industry and just go there. If you go also, there is only 50% knowledge that you can gain there. If you are interested from your side personally, I think you can make that internship at your home by having a very good interest. I mean, it's your passion that you're going to do. But if you have any industry nearby, just go and visit that. You don't need any certificate right now. In this lockdown, if something is working, that is everything for everyone. I mean, for that human being, because you're learning something in nowhere. I mean, in this lockdown, there is nothing. In that nothing, you are gaining something means that something matters a lot for all the industry people or your recruiters. I say you just go through whatever the passion you have or what are you interested in and elect one topic and look around your surroundings. If that is a possible area to go and do an internship or go and visit it, just go and visit it. Whatever the interesting machine or product or thing you get, no, just study about it. That itself is an internship, is what I know. And first, look into LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very professional social media wherein every job description or every product is displayed, market is there, and things like that. So I think in LinkedIn you can find out the industry people and just communicate yourself every day. See, I am available only for this day, but probably if you go to LinkedIn or social media or employees who are working in nearby your industry, probably you can just go and meet them personally and just talk to them and get an internship. It's all about your own interest. Uh, who is this? Who have? Sorry. What is your name? Kishore. Yeah, Kishore. I say that it's based on your own interest. Before that, it used to be something like college saying something to you or forcefully you are sent somewhere, you have been sent somewhere. But right now it's all depends on your interests and your push forward to go and do something. I say it is a very good time to explore new things. Hello Mangesh sir, are you there?
Yes, Sai Kiran.
Yeah, so is it very clear or people have some
Yeah,
questions?
it's clear.
Kishore,
It's
you
clear.
can
It's
ask
clear.
me if you have some doubts or a query. Hello? Okay, fine.
Students, anybody having doubt, they can ask.
Yeah, come up. It's okay to talk. These talks are
Actually,
very
what
important.
happened? One more session is going for the student. Most of the students are attending that one skill development program.
Oh, oh.
We are having 3D printing lab. We introduced a new lab.
Oh, 3D printing. Which 3D printing type, sir? SLS or FDM or
FDM.
which one?
FDM.
FDM. Even this is
FDM is
it is
there,
been
and in
manufacturing
that one,
FDM.
I saw
You
that
can
one
see the lines.
PCB cover.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a prototype. This is a multi-layer PCB, wherein if you
Uh,
see there are stage by stage. three PCBs can sit, and it's a stackable one. You can just increase the size of it depending on the screw size.
Yeah, we are having 4 machines in our college.
Wow, nice, sir. Before we don't have anything, we just have a CATIA lab. Now it is very well developed.
Much more it is. Means one more is there, that is composite material lab. That
Composite?
is also one more.
Which composite?
Composite
Sir?
material.
I mean,
In that lab, we are able to manufacture different composites, not only particular
nice.
composite.
Yeah, I get it. Carbon fiber, is that possible,
Yes,
sir?
yes.
That means
Similar
we have a
things.
very good infrastructure right now.
Yeah. It's a updated one now.
Wow.
Many things are updated. You just come and visit once after lockdown.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah, you can find many changes.
Okay.
And
The
you can
thing is,
interact with our students also.
yeah, from last 1.5 years, I guess I didn't come to college, right? I mean, I didn't visit because I'm just planning for a startup. I just want to tell you everyone for this session because that might be a very good motivation for you people also. After my 2 jobs, I just elected a food sector as my business. Something like the name is Kitchens, XX Kitchens. I don't want to display the name. I just started that. I'm just going through all the food products that are available in the market and corporate service, corporate catering, and how can you come up with a product in making it a very boom market. So right now I'm just working on it. It will just start very soon.
Much more stuff is there for student for guidance to the students.
Yeah, anyone can personally talk to me after this. I'm very free.
Yes, you can put your email ID and mobile number in chat box so that every student may apply.
Definitely, but it's always okay. I can.
I'm having your contact, but remaining people it should have.
I'm putting it. Don't need to worry. Number and email ID. Yeah, you can see my email ID and guess what is this, sir?
Your roll number.
Yes. Thank you very much. After this 4 years, I guess 4 years of the time, you just remember my roll number.
Okay.
I think 30 is the most spelt word inside the class, I guess. Spelt number. I'm very glad in studying. Yeah. Anyone else? Yeah, sir. Hello.
Shirisha, are you there?
Sir, yes, sir, I'm there, sir.
Over to you, Shirisha.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mangesh,
sir, for giving.
Yeah. Carry on.
All the best.
Thank you, sir, for giving us your valuable time, even in your busy schedule, and all the best for your startup companies. And I also thank all the mechanical department, HOD, sir, and also the faculty for giving me this golden opportunity. Thank you, sir. Stay home, stay positive.
Yeah. Thank you, Sirisha. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I just give you one word saying that you just dare to come over here and speak to everyone.
Thank you.
Very glad
sir.
speaking with you. And
Yes,
I wish you a very good success in your life. And if you have some doubts or anyone, just call me or text me. Whenever I have some leisure time, I'll definitely answer you. It might be a little delay or on the spot.
Yes, sir.
I can answer you. All the best, Sirisha.
Yes, sir.
And
Thank you,
everyone online, thanks for this opportunity. I'm very glad speaking to you. And I think it's a great honor for me to talk to you. I think all the faculty are here, right? Can anyone come and show me your face, or because I want to see you? It's not. Hello, Rajnikant sir, are you there?
Yeah, Sai, how are you?
I'm good. Wait a minute, sir. Oh, your video is not.
Okay. One second.
Hi, sir.
Hi. How are you? So I was listening completely to your words. Very happy to see your words and all. You motivated our students also very well. It's actually giving the words.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, sir. For a reason, I am here today, and in that reason, 50% is filled with you. Actually.
No, it's a good thing, yeah. Because if we have this kind of interactions, so definitely all of our students will be benefited by this. So it's nice. I think
Thank
you
you. Thank you very much, sir.
came and
I'm blessed to have you people in CMR.
Okay, yeah, okay. Thank you once again.
Yes, sir. Anyone else? Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Zarina ma'am, can I see you?
We talk personally.
Okay,
Not
fine.
now.
Okay, fine. Anyone else? Students? I might leave in 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Hey, hi Rakesh.
Hi, Sai.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay, you are in the session today.
Yes, your session now.
Yeah. Nice. Any questions from your side?
No question, Sai.
How do you feel so?
I'm very happy to see your session. Really.
And I will be very glad if you can also make a session like this. Sirisha, he is my batchmate.
Yeah, yes, sir. Okay, sir.
He will be giving the next session, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready, Rakesh?
Yeah, Sai. Yeah. Ready?
Definitely. Sure, Sirisha. You will be talking to him next. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man. Thanks for attending the session. And who else are there? Anyone whom I know? Sorry, Sirisha. Just give me 5 minutes because
Yeah, it's okay, sir.
I'll be busy after some time. So I just want to complete this session with a fruitful. Nagaraj sir, are you there?
ఉదయం కిందకి వచ్చేయండి స్లో రండి 2 minutes రండి 2 minutes రండి
Rakesh, can you please?
Hello, are you listening? Hello.
Sir,
Hello.
he is listening. You speak out, sir.
Nice seeing you, Sai Kiran, after long back. And you are just now became like a professor. Your lecture are very impressive for all of us. It's very impressive. And I think this is the best talk I've seen so far.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Yeah. It's a very pleasure. It's a great pleasure for me to speak.
Much knowledge. Very good to share all your knowledge to our students. Very happy to see you after long back also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
All the best for your future projects and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Be in touch with us.
Definitely, sir. I'm in touch with you already, I guess.
Thank you for remembering me.
Thanks, sir. Thank you very much. Yes. See you, sir. Sirisha, are anyone there to talk to me?
Yes, sir. I think no one.
Okay. Thanks for this great honor in just letting me speak after so many days. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Stay home, stay safe, spread positivity. Thank you.
Definitely. Wish you the same. See you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.